Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be talking, we're sort of breaking down all of the ARK Survival Ascended news, and we're going to be doing like the commentary videos that we always do. And first things first, we are starting off with gameplay. So thank you so much for all the comments recently. I've been really enjoying reading through them. Like, it's one of my favorite parts about being a YouTuber, seeing like people's opinions, or just reading through them, replying to some comments, and it's just really useful to see. So thank you so much for that in these types of videos, guys. And if you do enjoy this video, as always, smash that like button, supports me so much. Subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get in with the video. So a lot is going on in the ARK community at the moment, and as we expected, there is a delay to the game. I mean, obviously, some videos I may sound a little bit more hyped, and some videos I may sound pretty disappointed. And I know over the last sort of year or so, I wouldn't say like every video has been really hyped, because I would say I've been pretty disappointed with some of the decisions within the game, some of the delays within the game. It always does get, especially when you're not like really involved with official, and maybe some of your friends aren't playing as much because they're kind of waiting for the next game, and you kind of go into that stage where it's like, wow, I'm actually getting a little bit disappointed. Like, don't get me wrong, I can still literally download a brand new map, a bunch of mods, and I can have so much fun playing this game, even just on my own. But obviously, when you do get delays and you're waiting to play with your friends and stuff, you do kind of get a little bit frustrated. But this is where we move on to gameplay. So, as being an ARK YouTuber, of course, I have a lot of my friends that ask me all the questions, like, Dom, when's the new game coming out? We're relying on you to be our news source, all of that type of stuff. And that's why I'm doing this breakdown thing. So the biggest question is, when will we see ARK Survival Ascended gameplay? Now, it does kind of shock me to the fact that I know there's a delay, so the game is delayed until October 2023. This is usually where my Indorex is. There you go, there it is. Well, it's not actually mine, but it's one that I always have in these videos when I do commentary ones. So that's obviously the biggest question. When will we see gameplay? So the game is not ready at all, pretty much. You know, obviously work has been made on it, but it's been delayed to October 2023. No official date in October, just literally October at the moment. And Wildcard's response to when will we see gameplay was, "We know you're excited, curious, and skeptical. We understand. And our plan is to show gameplay close to the launch of ASA, as that will be when it's completely ready and best represent the final product, so you'll have to stay tuned until then." So when I read that, for me, it was just not like the most, it wasn't exciting at all, obviously, but something I never really understand with the way that Wildcard work is, one thing we know as a community, if you're a big gamer like myself, you'll know that when a game is going to be released, they released a gameplay trailer, which always in the bottom or maybe around somewhere on the screen, they will say this gameplay trailer does not show off the final product. And this is usually quite a while before the game is actually released. We don't care if, you know, we see a gameplay trailer which isn't the final product, but, you know, they must have, considering the game is now being delayed to October, they still must have enough assets to release some form of sneak peek teaser to us rather than showing us concept art. So that's my kind of opinion on it, the way I feel towards it at the moment. I feel like even the fact that the game was going to be released at the end of August, when there wasn't even, there's another Indo down there. Pretty cool. The fact that we didn't even see any gameplay trailer at all, even a teaser, makes me feel like we're a lot longer away from a release date than we actually might have thought. You know, like will it get delayed in October again? I really don't know. One of the things I always find with ARK is the fact that anything new that gets announced, apart from paid DLCs, they still get delays too. But any new game, anything newly exciting, unreal to do with ARK, just gets delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. And I know a lot more of my videos have been negative ones. I try not to make them negative, but it's sometimes, obviously, as I've mentioned in other videos, I really just want to start speaking truthful to you guys about how I feel about certain scenarios. And it feels like I'm waiting for things in my life with ARK that aren't even ever gonna happen. Like, I don't know if you guys feel the same sometimes when when something gets announced and we get so hyped, we see it at the Game Awards, we see it maybe it's an Xbox showcase, and we think, wow, this is actually the next stage for our game. Like, this is so exciting. And then it just feels like you get older and older and older and older, and time goes on longer and longer and longer, and then nothing ever seems to happen. And it just really starts to feel like that so much more as time does go on, being sort of promised different things and then never getting it. And this may come across as me sulking a little bit. Maybe it is, I'm not too sure, but I just think it always is quite funny to have a talk with you guys, because that's what I love using my platform for, especially recently, so you guys can sort of hear my point and I can see your points on what that sort of gameplay update response was. It just really wasn't anything. It was just the same as what it's been for the last, ever since this ARK Survival Ascended was announced months ago. So yeah, it all seems very odd the way the whole process of the game is going. I'm still really hyped to play this game. I can't wait to have all my friends hopping back on with me, or playing, maybe even because there's going to be like a year and a bit, maybe even hopping back into the official side of things, just all of that stuff. And I suppose I'm just at that stage where I'm ready for that next journey. And I reckon if I went through all of my sort of commentary videos talking about things, it would be actually scary to probably the amount of times I've said I'm ready for the next step, because I've been waiting for that long. But anyway, that is pretty much where we are right now with the gameplay. Don't expect any gameplay to probably come until maybe, if we're lucky. So where are we now? We're pretty much the beginning of July. So let's go August, September, October. So that's 3 months until October. So I wouldn't say expect any gameplay until late September, if we're lucky. Like, I actually think it could even come some point in October. And I am not even saying I think the game is going to be coming out on time. I just have no hope that anything's ever going to be in any day ever. I just don't even know what I can't even. I used to say I actually really think this is happening this time, and I've said it so many times now that I'm not even ever gonna. I'll give my opinion on it. I'll give my opinion. Do I think it will release in October? I have to say yes, because but I can't. I feel I can't really, because so many delays, so many changes, you just never know. So it gets harder and harder every year to even give you guys an estimate on what's happening. And back in the day, it used to be a lot easier, but it's just not anymore. Anyway, that's your gameplay update. I hope you enjoyed the commentary videos. Obviously, throughout the week, you'll have all different types of commentary videos, map reviews, all that types of stuff. That's the way the content's going. And until we finally get our hands on Survival Ascended, which hopefully should be sometime soon. See you guys soon. Leave a like, subscribe.